British conquest because they want 25% of the land. And this space has larger ramifications rather than simply talking about India or Pakistan. Because this is about what the British did while they were here and what that meant for us. इसमें भी there are two sides. एक कहती है कि जी अच्छा है ये लोग आए हमारे education को किया, telegrams, radio, railways, all of this. And दूसरी side ये what they did is they essentially stole some land and ruled over people that never wanted to be ruled by them in the first place. And to display it in such a flagrant manner as if, you know, this is good, this is what we did, this is awesome, is actually a slap in the face of all the Indians that are living there. And I thought that would be interesting to have a monument which is essentially like celebrating our subjugation for 300 years as a good thing. And people that are going there going like, yeah, these are the chief and the statue. So I thought that sort of awareness was missing. And uske baad, I want to talk about a night that I had. No, actually, I don't want to talk about it. I realized कि यहाँ पे थोड़ा exactly. So I went to an area which isn't visited even by Indians at all. This area is beyond Bangladesh. Actually, it's east of Bangladesh. It's the northeast of India, which comprises of Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura, all these states of India, which actually nobody gives a shit about, even Indians. And it's really sad, because the thing is, India is as wide as it is long, and it's 3,000 kilometers wide. इसका मतलब कि अगर गुजरात में and Rajasthan में, which is the extreme west of the country, if it's 7 in the morning there, then here it's 4 in the morning. But the times are set in which there's a standard time across, which means that when these guys are waking up at 7, or what can be considered 7, these guys are actually waking up at 4. And the thing is, nobody cares about this area very much. Nobody expands here, nobody comes here, nobody sells anything here, there's no market here, there's no development here, there's nothing here. What they do is, they steal the resources, which is what I think a lot of governments do with these sort of places. There are tons of tea plantations over here, and there's tons of oil over here. In fact, Assam provides a third of India's oil production. So वहाँ से निकाल देते हैं पाइपलाइन से आपको दिल्ली लेके चले जाते हैं, बॉम्बे लेके चले जाते हैं, and that's it. उनका यहाँ पे जो लोग रहते हैं उनका क्या लेना देना. And what's interesting about this place is ethnically it's incredible. There are tons of languages within this area because even during colonial times it was fairly isolated. So there are only British missionaries that were here. So most of the people that you meet here are actually Christian. But they're not even Christian in a generic way. They're Christian in a very tribal way which had never any contact with anybody else. So they've got their own sort of rules and customs, and you know, there are jungles and there's all sorts of shit which really is very, very different from the rest of it. So again, I'd like to remind everybody that when we simply make the demarcation between India and Pakistan as Hindu and Muslim, it's very narrow, and it doesn't allow for these sort of eccentricities to pop up, which are in fact all over India. Iske baad wali kuch? This is a very scary, scary day that I had. I was taking a bus from Assam to this national park, and these two guys on both sides were the bus walas. They were the ones who मैंने ticket दिया था कि जी हमको पैसे दिए थे कि जी हमको ticket दे दो. मेरे साथ बोले थे, जिनसे लोग इतना खुश हुए कहते हैं, yeah, we have to take you for a drink. I said, they didn't take us for a drink. They went for a drink with us accompanying them. So जितने भी सारे glasses दे रहे हैं, ये सब इनके थे. And they ended up drinking, I don't know, like 5 or 6 beers by the end of it, and we were just staring at them, hoping to God let them sleep. Because 3 drinks in, they were all talking about like murders that they've committed, people that they've screwed over, scores that they need to settle, debts that they need to collect. कहते यार मैं बस अब मैं छोड़ दूंगा ये सब यार, तुम कहो बस मुझे. मैं कह रहा हूँ ये सब मुझे छोड़ दे, ये सब तो करते हैं, मुझे छोड़ दे. And the thing is, my friends, they were the ones taking the picture because they were all free from it because these guys couldn't communicate with them. तो उन्होंने कहा हाँ साइम तू तो हमारा भाई है, हमारी बात सुन, हमसे बात करो. मैं कहा चलो सही, क्या करें? तो मैं भी बीच में फंसा हुआ था. इसमें भी I'm actually quite proud of myself that I can have these really happy smiley faces whereas inside I'm really dying inside. So it was a very scary moment. We had these guys and they were talking about like killing people, and these guys were like sleazy, nasty guys. Like I mean, there was nothing great, there was nothing redeeming about the people that were here. I mean, they didn't even pay for anything. खुद अपनी बियर लेके चले गए थे, ऑफर किया नहीं है। बट मूविंग ऑन।